you book to do another treatment course or you add another treatment to your product suite, I want you to watch this live training. Welcome to this week's episode of Aesthetics Nurse Live. So, needles down, gloves off. Let's dive in to what is really going on in your business. When I did my aesthetics training for dermal fillers, the whole day was spent selling us the next course, right? So it was then all about like facial peels, that kind of thing. But we had barely even mastered facial fillers. And I want you to have this reminder that before you go and add in your sixth treatment, your sixth injection to your product suite, can you sell the ones that you already have? So for me, I only focused on doing facial fillers. Most of my clients were having their nasolabial folds and their marionette lines done and a few lip fillers here and there. And the next obvious thing for me would have been to have added Botox, that kind of treatment, to my product suite, but then Rona and all that nonsense happened. But if you can already give 3 or 4 treatments and you don't have the client base there yet, or you don't have a loyal client list, you don't have the numbers, you don't have the knowledge of your audience to know if this treatment is something that they actually want or need. So all of my clients get put into our 2-part method for sold out clinics, but the first clinic that you run, your free consultation clinic, really gives you an idea of what's going on with someone's skin, what's going on with someone behind the scenes, why are they looking to have treatment? And that gives you a better understanding of what they actually need. So yes, it might be trendy right now to offer a polynucleotide. Yes, it might be trendy right now to offer skin boosters. Yes, you might see someone post that they can do vitamin drips or vitamin injections. But do your clients actually need that and want that? And do you know how to sell that? Because I think most of the time, the number one reason why you're not showing up and selling, or you feel like you can't sell, or you feel like you're not confident to sell on camera or hold your video up, is because you don't know what to say to your audience. You don't know how to sell these treatments. So by offering the free consultation, and this is what you get as part of our 2-part method, is a way to sell your free consultations that then means you don't need to know all the facts or the solutions or the contraindications to every single treatment that you offer there and then when you hold up your Instagram story, because your audience doesn't need to know that. They need to know that you have a solution to their problem, you can see them, you can diagnose them, and you can give them the best treatment option. I also think as an industry standard, if you can offer one thing and somebody else near you can offer a different thing, it would be better to send your clients there or refer your clients there for that treatment, and likewise then they reciprocate. So maybe there's someone you can buddy up with to grow your client list together. Then it would be to drop thousands of pounds on learning a new treatment and offering that to your audience that you don't know if they want it yet. How can you possibly know what your clients want if they're not coming to you and seeing you? How can you know that your audience actually needs that treatment? Because it's all fun and games going, yes, I'll do another training course, and it's a bit like putting in the hours for your revalidation, and you've got to do X amount of hours to stay up to date and to stay relevant. And it might seem like, oh my God, this sounds amazing, I'll be able to offer this to my clients, but do you have a client base? Do you have a loyal list of people that is coming to you every 3 months? You run a sold out clinic. You then increase that to another 10 people. That means every 2 months your clinics are sold out. And then every month you have a sold out clinic, which means you have between 30 to 50 people on your client list. Do you have the structure in place to hold that amount of people before then you start offering extra treatments? Do you feel confident Do you feel confident already offering those treatments to the audience you already have, to the clients that you already have? Because before you drop $1,000 on another training course, is this something that they already need? Or is this something that the trainers know that you want to train in? It's very different between having a client that comes to you that's been coming to you for a whole year having Botox that goes, actually, what are we going to do for this section under my eyes? And then you go, actually, we can send you to Sally down the road to have skin boosters before you even train in it. And then Sally down the road goes, you know what, I can't do Botox, or I don't have a prescriber this week. You can go to you down the road. I think we get caught up in how complex can we make it? How many treatments can we offer? We must be able to do everything before we've even started building a client list that is DMing you to book their treatments with you. My mentor always says, simple scales, complex fails. The more treatments that you offer, the more complex it will feel to you to be able to show up and sell. Now suddenly you're thinking, I need to start talking about polynucleotide, facial injections, skin boosters, but I also want a loyal Botox client list because I know that that's every 12 weeks. Or maybe I should be promoting that I'm doing 10% off lip fillers. And suddenly you don't know what to show and talk about. You don't know what you should be saying because you are saying so much, because you are doing so much. It actually makes it much harder to show up and sell. So before you think, right, okay, so maybe I should be offering another service because you haven't seen anyone for the last 3 weeks, how about we start running a free consultation clinic and you show up and you sell your free consultation slots and you actually see what your clients need and want for their skin and their treatments before you add something in thinking that that's going to solve your problems. It's never about adding another treatment that your clients want. The reason that you can't show up and sell it is because there's so many things in your head you should be saying. When you simplify this and you simplify what you're showing up and talking about, is when you will see your client list grow and the DMs coming in. It will be when you make it really clear to your audience that you have something that solves their problems, that you understand what they're going through, and that you have a solution, and you can show them, okay, well, this is my consultation clinic. This is what I'm doing today. I've got 5 people booked in for consultations this week. Create the hype around your consultation clinics. You don't need another treatment because you don't even know what they're coming for yet. How can you possibly know what they need? And how can they know what they need if you haven't prescribed it yet? If you haven't sat down and done this consultation and assessed what they actually want? So it's just something to think about before you add in another treatment option, and that's going to make you your next £1,000 from your clients, when you haven't yet spent the time building up your client list and they're not your priority. Or maybe you haven't spent time nurturing the clients that you have. Is there people you could follow up with? Is there people that you could be booking in for a month's time, 6 weeks' time? That actually then you'll go, do you know what, I don't need to do another course. I have the clients that I need right now with my capacity that I can take on right now. So before you take on another treatment, I want you to evaluate what you can already offer, the clients that you already have. Are you doing everything to nurture this client list before you guess that someone that happens to be following your Instagram knows, like maybe they don't even know what a skin booster is or a facial filler is. And maybe they need something else. Sometimes in business we get caught up with the hype of going on to the next thing and the next thing. But when you take a step back and look at what you already have to offer, you can actually make a lot of money and a lot of sales from what you can already do. So I will see you next week on Aesthetics Nurse Live. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments or feel free to always DM me. I can cheer you and your business on. Take care.